All right. So again, I'm going to do just a brief kind of presentation. It's meant to be sort of food for thought. And then I'm going to come back on, I'll, let the presentation go and then we can just talk. I'll open it up for questions and any discussion. So first of all, welcome. I guess I should formally welcome you and let you know a little bit more about me. What we're going to cover is creating an online course using Zoom. A lot of people are at home now and they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I make money online, right? Because that's still such a viable way to provide services, and you can provide your gifts. Who I am, some of you know me. If you don't know me, I've been in the tech field for about 20 years. I've been in IT training, project management, consulting, you name it. But I've really loved the training and learning design part of that for the last 20 years. And I'm also what I call a light worker. A light worker to me is anyone who's helping people, and I'll say a little bit more about that in a moment. But just know that I'm also a light worker like you. I lead transformational women's circles. I have a background in transformational coaching. I could kind of go on and on in that realm, but I just want to make sure you know I'm not just a tech nerd, I'm also a light worker. And my intention today is really to do my part to empower light workers to take advantage of this moment and really leverage their gifts, their passions, leverage the ability and open door of going online. It's like we're in this chrysalis right now where people all over the world are feeling this urgency. I got to get my message out, or my message is already out there. I'm already in a practice of some kind. I have a service and I need to pivot, and maybe that pivot to online services is going to be just what I've been wanting to do ultimately. Maybe it will be even better for me and for my people. So really that's the intention of why I'm here today and why I've started the Lightworker Tribe. So it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time for your magic, your gifts, your passions, coaches, healers, creatives, nutritionists, chiropractors, yoga teachers, change makers. You all have gifts and magic, right? We all do. And people are now looking for you online, right? They might have been looking for you in a different way before, but now everyone's gaze and focus, not everyone's, but I'd say a lot more people, the majority of people are really having to go online to look for you. They're looking for you. When it comes to online courses, there's a myth out there, I've noticed, where people they like the idea, but they think it's hard. They think that learning the techie stuff of making a course is hard, and they also don't know where to start all the time and how to design a course. It might be that you're a tech nerd like me, but you've never designed a course, and so that's a little overwhelming. But I'm just here to tell you that it's actually not hard at all, and I'm going to show you a really easy way to tackle both of those things. So first of all, 3 easy steps to creating courses. It can be so simple if you follow, if you kind of just grab for low-hanging fruit kinds of models in how to get yourself up and running. For example, designing your course, right? And it can just be 3 easy steps, I should say, right? To me, it's just like you got to design your course, you've got to record yourself, and you've got to put your course out there on something like a Teachable platform, which is designed for online courses. In terms of designing a course, I'm going to show you a really easy 3-step way to do it. You can use Zoom, right? We're on Zoom right now. Obviously, it's really easy to use, and it's not very hard to just record yourself. It's just very straightforward. And then you can upload those Zoom files into Teachable or Kajabi or Thinkific. There are other platforms out there. I personally like Teachable because to me, it's the easiest to use. I don't know that everyone would agree, but I think it's very simple. So in terms of three-step course design, this is the secret that all trainers know. Anyone who's ever done learning design or training, it's actually really easy to just do a course name. Then you have your module name. Kind of, a module is like a chapter. And then you have your topics, right? And that's it. Then you just repeat. That's all you have to do. That's all. If you look at any kind of a course or like even a university course, it doesn't matter what it is, it always follows this. So an example is a course name could be healthy vegan cooking, right? That's the whole course that you're selling. The first module is prepare your kitchen. And then you'll have topic one, let's say it's stock your fridge. Topic two, meal planning. Topic three, cooking for the week. Boom, done. You have your first module. Then you just rinse and repeat. You have your next module, module two, the name of it, the topics. And it could be more than 3 topics if you wanted it to be. But can you start to see how in your area of expertise, you can just kind of start to grab at different topics you're already talking about and already know so much about and organize it in this way. The next step is you use Zoom to record yourself. Really easy, right? There's a record button. You just want to make sure that you have sufficient lighting. It doesn't even have to be great. And then you want to think about, okay, am I just recording myself talking? Am I going to have PowerPoint slides or some kind of slides made in Canva? And will I show myself? Like in this screenshot down here, you can see that the person is showing their little video square and the slides. Or will you turn the camera off? Totally up to you. And then what I want to add too is that there are people out there who have courses where there isn't actually any recording. They just go in and create like a PDF for each module that has the lessons. I don't think that's as engaging, but if you're really solving a problem for someone, it kind of doesn't matter. You know, if you have great content, you have great content. And then the end result of Zoom are MP4 files. You probably are familiar with those. And if not, that's okay. It's like any other file, like a Word file, Excel file, and so on. It's called an MP4. And then you just upload that into something like Teachable. Teachable.com, great program. It's online course software. It's around $39 a month for their basic package. You can do some things for free, but not a whole lot. You are going to have to pay at least $39 to really have a viable kind of course sales type business. But the thing I want to make really clear is how simple it is to go into Teachable and you click the upload button and then you just upload your MP4, right? So for topic one, you've recorded yourself and you click on upload and then it comes out looking something like this. And what I also like about Teachable is that they have built-in sales pages. So they have a template and you can build these really nice looking sales pages that look very professional. It looks like you had a designer do it, but it's actually part of the program. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples. Create and Go is a program. They're really famous in the blogging space. They are instructors. They have online courses, and then Jillian Perkins is pretty well known as well. She's not quite as she doesn't have quite as many followers, but she's also pretty well known. And they both use Teachable, right? So both companies use Teachable, and I wanted to show you examples real quickly. So over here, we've got Create and Go. And when you log in, it's pretty cool because you see they've done a nice little, this looks really quite fancy, if you will, but really this is just something they probably designed in Canva, right? And then this is all built in. All this is just templates, template stuff. You have your course curriculum, a little bit about your instructor. You can see here is module 1 announcements. We've got the next module, tools and downloads. These are the topics, right? You can tell by the icon that this is a PDF or document. If I click on start, I'd be opening it up. And if I scroll down, see how the icon changed? This is a video. And they were smart enough to put the length here. This is 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Very important. People want to know how much time they're about to invest. So if I start this, I can tell that they're doing this they're most likely doing this in Zoom. They might be doing it in something like Camtasia, but Zoom would be easier. So I think they're doing it in Zoom. They have some text as part of their topic. And then here they have the video. And again, it was easy. They just clicked an upload button and uploaded their MP4.
And that makes it awesome.
So this is what it looks like.
You can be spread out in a bunch of different ways.
And sounds like. Now in this case, I think, did this in Canva, right? If I scroll a bit, you could do this in PowerPoint, but I suspect they did it in Canva. It looks a little fancy for PowerPoint to me. But I bet you all this was free. And see how he then stopped the PowerPoint, and like me, he's demonstrating live inside of Zoom, right? So you can tell he's in his computer now, which I always think is helpful if you're doing something computer-based. Okay, so that's one example. Another example is, this is an example of Jillian Perkins' sales page. This is a teachable template. This is what it kind of looks like. You would choose a picture and so on. You would type your own text. This is a really simple sales page, but it looks so great. And I can just tell from experience that it's just right out of the sales template in Teachable. She's giving a preview of her course curriculum here. So this is really enticing to people. They love to see what they're going to get if they go ahead and buy. Right? So this is again, just wanted to show you a nice, clean, simple example of a Teachable sales page. Okay, so I'm going to jump back into the presentation real quick and go through a couple more things, and then we'll open it up for discussion and questions. So you might be wondering about the money part. So it's all good and well, Lori, yes, okay, we understand all this, right, about how to do it, but what about making money? How does that work? Well, the simple answer is you really just have to get the product created, and then you price it for the kind of money that you want to make. I think it's realistic to start, kind of small, right? So for example, 12 people, that's a really realistic goal for anyone who has a good solid course. If you charge $397, that's $4,700. Let's say that you add a weekly group call to it. That's something that's a really popular option. People will have a course out there for one price, and then they have a group weekly call where you're showing up and providing some support. Maybe it's office hours or Q&A, right? Somehow you're giving of yourself live once a week, and the price goes up. So in that case, oh, I have a little typo there. Okay, so $71.64 would be the new price at $497. Okay, and that would be with you giving some extra time on your part. In terms of getting the course out there and sold, That's a whole nother conversation, but just know that it's easier than you would think. You kind of just have to choose your one or two ways you're going to get the word out about your course, and then you just take consistent action to get the word out. It could be a meetup group like this one. So, quick review, we've talked about designing your course really quickly with an easy 3-step model where you have your course name, your module name, topics, and you're done. Very straightforward. Then you would record yourself in Zoom, and you can have your options of just yourself kind of talking, to the camera. You could do yourself in a little square, video square with slides showing, or you could just have slides showing. What I didn't put here, but I'll recap, is that some people will just have a PDF or some kind of a text lesson, as opposed to it's all just visual, right? As opposed to anyone talking. And then finally, you would upload your Zoom files to Teachable or a similar platform, and then you have your course ready to sell. So I want to just let you know that Lightworker Tech Tribe is growing. I'm calling in, the tribe, the people who want support around getting their digital marketing done, around launching and growing their businesses online. And I'm going to continue having webinars once or twice a week. I'm going to be announcing launch pods soon. I really want to provide a unique tribe experience for people where people are leveraging mastermind pods, like launch pods on Zoom to support one another. It's really, really effective to take that kind of a community mastermind approach. And then I'm also going to be offering some group coaching programs. So finally, it's your time. Your people are looking for you. They're looking for you online, and your lighting gifts are needed now more than ever. In this moment, I know that you are here because you're already providing a service and you were already answering that call, or you're hearing the call more strongly now and you're looking for ways to answer that call. So I want to really encourage you to do that. Just get in there.